My God, are you still talking?
Welcome everybody into a Saturday edition of the Doe Show. We are here. We are live. We are kicking it off a little bit early today for the Still Talking Podcast, episode 17.
Finally, The Rock has come back to
Still talking?
We are excited for SummerSlam tonight. This is a special edition of the Still Talking Podcast. We will be live here in a moment with the others, or at least a few of the others. And then we will be done probably about a little bit before 8 o'clock so we can kick over to watch the greatest show of the summer in SummerSlam. Switch here.
And then bald man Adam Pearce is going to come out and be like, I'm bald. And just tell him that John Cena's in there. And yeah.
Wait, who's bald?
Adam Pearce.
Oh, yes, he's bald. Scrappy? He's bald.
Just saying, Doman. Actually, let's start. Doman, do your intro.
I did.
You can't do an intro without being here with us.
I mean, I do my intro, and then I can do an intro here. But welcome, everybody, to the Still Talking Podcast, episode 17. This is the SummerSlam edition of the Still Talking Podcast. Over there in the seat to the left is the man, the myth, the legend. That is Green Fly __.
9-8.
The man to my right is a man that needs no introduction, so I will give him one. He is Dennis. Hot Stuff Dennis. After last
the man
podcast.
that said he was going to be here, that hasn't showed up.
The man that's in the back, he's getting the costumes on right now. That man is Jax. He will be here in about an hour, so he only has to endure about an hour of wrestling talk, while the rest of us get to have 2 hours of wrestling talk. So we welcome everybody in. Thank you for being here. This is the SummerSlam edition. We'll probably talk mostly about SummerSlam and wrestling for the next 2 hours, and we invite you to jump into the Discord after the podcast to watch SummerSlam, the show of the summer, with the rest of us.
Hector, you sound like a silly Billy right there.
And it will indeed slam.
It will do, and it is summer, so I get where the names come from.
True.
It is also summer, yes.
It is not the SummerSlam, as Bret Hart would always say, but it is SummerSlam.
Have you guys listened to Bret Hart lately at all? Like in any interviews or anything he's done? He is now officially that grumpy old man.
I have not. I've heard him in one, and he just sounded old. I don't know whether it was like just he come down with something. So obviously like COVID, so that stuff happens. But he just sounded ill. Sounded like old and ill, which wasn't great to see. But like I said, I don't know if that's just the state.
I don't know.
The Hitman is at now, or whether he was just like under the weather around that time. But
gotcha.
I mean, we all know that he had the stroke several years back. Maybe he's having some more
potentially, yeah.
Yeah, more complications from it, or you know, if you had the stroke and now maybe with the COVID and stuff like that, you never know.
Darn vid.
Right. Well, how is everybody? Haven't talked to you guys in a couple weeks.
Doing really good, man.
Good.
Well, really good to an extent. My car broke down, so gotta set the dealership. So we'll figure out what's wrong with that. So yeah.
Good. And I mean, your car broke down. I know Greenfly was sick. Hopefully, you're getting over that.
Recovering from the big COVID, as it stands.
The vid.
There will be coughs. I do apologise, but luckily the worst of it appears to have gone.
Good.
Although I am missing a KYR speeding Pixelmon string to be here tonight, so like this is big. This is a big episode.
This is a big one.
Is it huge?
you could say it's the biggest show of the summer.
That's true.
Ooh,
Biggest.
that's laying on pretty thick.
It's true. But yeah, obviously we know that Jax is not really going to be interested in the wrestling talk, so he'll join us the last hour. What do you guys?
Serious question. Do you know WWE's undergoing change? Obviously, Vince has made certain things official. We are in a transitional page. I believe we're officially out of PG era now as well. Which
Not
is quite
officially.
nice.
Not officially.
Officially, not officially. Close, but no cigar.
Right.
We're getting there.
They reported that, but then that was actually wrong.
They jumped the gun on that, yeah.
I do think it's going to happen, though. How do you all feel about someone dropping an email to WWE and asking if we can just go do the pre-shows?
If we can do the pre-shows?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they would have any problem with that, honestly.
We are the pre-shows.
Yes, we are. You know, we're the show that everybody watches when they don't want to watch anything else. So, completely understand that.
This is true.
Yeah. True. All right, I am just about ready. I had to give Hector some roles in Discord, and now I'm good. But yes, SummerSlam does start at 8 p.m. Eastern, so we got about less than 2 hours. The pre-show starts in about an hour. I don't think there's any matches on the pre-show. I don't think there's anything announced for that.
There are not. No, I double-checked. Well, specifically because they did a lot of the normal pre-show matches last night on SmackDown. Like, we had the Viking Raiders and New Day, which would have been a good pre-show.
Right.
I actually was really hoping McIntyre and Sheamus would have been on the show tonight, but instead they filled it for last night, which was poppycock, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
But yeah, no shows on the pre tonight.
Yeah. Crazy, you do have all the roles. Hector just had it. But yeah, let's. Do you guys just want to jump into some predictions, or what do you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really like it's not WrestleMania, but it is. In my opinion,
it's one of the big. It's one of the big four.
I consider it is definitely one of the four. I consider it number 4. I consider WrestleMania 1. I consider Royal Rumble 2, and I think Survivor Series is 3.
Nah, I'd put Survivor Series 4.
Really?
If they kept Survivor Series the way they did the year when it was Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT, I would actually vault it to 2.
I like that year. I thought
that was the best Survivor Series in a very, very long time.
But I mean, it's not even a controversial opinion. That was only the best Survivor Series because of how good NXT was at the time.
I'd put it up even as one of the best pay-per-views or premium live events they've ever done.
Yeah, again, it was great, but it was only that good because of how good NXT was.
And you got to give all that credit to the man who's now running the show, Triple H.
Right? Yeah, we got to hope it gets to that level. The main roster now,
man,
has to get to that level.
I am optimistically excited. This is the most excited I've been since I started rewatching wrestling again when the Shield came back, or when the Shield debuted. They're the ones that got me back into wrestling, and I haven't been this excited since then. It's good times.
It's going to take a while. I mean, I'm hearing 6 months. Obviously, the last show was produced already by Vince, the one on Friday night. No, I'm sorry. I think
the one Monday.
And Friday, they were both written.
Monday and Friday were already written. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So going into, I'm assuming SummerSlam was already pre-written. So going into next week is when we have
some original content.
Right.
Do you think that Triple H comes in and just tears up what's already happening?
I think he started with it. I think
I don't see him changing the bloodline. I don't see that changing up, and that's working well. I don't see why you change that. But there's a lot of, for me, for example, when he's back, Cody going on a tear for WWE and beating everybody in sight. For me, he should stay. maybe write in slightly stronger storylines to it,
Right.
which I think could happen.
Yeah.
But there's a lot currently going on that just either needs to change or needs to be keep the same concept but
Yeah.
revamp it.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see a lot of the hopefully people coming back that left.
Yes.
The
Yep.
Sashas, the Naomis, and stuff like that.
I know they're under contract, but even the Adam Cole baby.
Yeah.
I would love. Yeah, I agree.
Do you think, speaking of Adam Cole, just purely because of where he is currently residing, do you think Vince stepping down and maybe due to the success of NXT, Triple H taking over the main roster and having that more creative role within the main roster, do you think it opens the door for people like Ambrose Moxley, who said he wouldn't come back and work under that creative team? Do you think it potentially opens doors to see people like that come through?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it opens every door's open at this point.
Specifically, yeah, Ambrose.
Because I would love to see a Shield run under Triple H.
Anybody that was under the NXT brand. Now somebody like CM Punk, I don't think there's any chance he's ever coming back.
No, I don't.
But
think so.
anybody that was in the NXT brand and saw what Triple H could do, and how the pushes were, I think there's always the door open for people like that.
Yep.
Johnny Wrestling.
I actually. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Well, I was gonna say I think Triple H hates it that Finn Balor is in what he's in right now, because I think that would be a big push for him.
Yep. Absolutely, it would.
But that's what I mean. Does Triple H just come in and tear that stuff up for people like Finn Balor and say?
I don't think it's torn up. I think it's
not necessarily.
I think it's 6 months. You're gonna know. It's gonna
Not
take a process.
necessarily like tomorrow night, like not tomorrow night, Monday night. He comes out and Finn Balor goes, "Oh yeah, I'm not doing what I was doing yesterday," kind of thing. But does he come out and do we start to see like eruptions within certain factions earlier than originally sort of planned, to have it organic, have the storyline reach a genuine conclusion, but have it reach it quicker, maybe have whatever cracks we're going to show in one team come to the front earlier to sort of accelerate it. Obviously not everybody. I think we do need to keep some of the stuff that's been going on like now, because I think otherwise it's too much change too quickly. But like Finn Balor's definitely one that I think on Triple H is going to be huge, get the push that he well and truly deserves on that main roster. I think the sooner we get him out of whatever he's currently doing with whatever it is, the better.
I don't honestly think that's going to be the push. Even though that's an NXT guy, I think Seth Rollins is going to be the push. I think that's going to be the big push, because you already have the built-in Cody Rhodes. Whenever Cody Rhodes comes back as a face, you have Seth Rollins as a heel. The problem is who wins the title. You've already got the next couple months booked, so where does Seth Rollins really come in at is the question.
I'll tell you where. I will tell you where, Mr. Dorman, because I was speaking to Dennis before the podcast officially started. And my surprise segment of the night, and I expect one from the pair of you as well, something you think's going to happen that there's no inkling to as of yet.
Is Seth Rollins? Is this what his match might be?
Seth Rollins is not involved.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because I have a prediction for that. I figured we'd hold that one till later.
We can go on to Seth Rollins momentarily.
Okay.
So to start SummerSlam, the curtain falls. We're ready to go. John Cena is in the ring. The summer of Cena has begun. We're talking all things fun and games. He's bringing up the crowd. He's getting everybody on side. Roman's music. Roman comes down and says, "Look, John, you're not the guy anymore. This is my yard." And Cena's like, "Yeah, we've seen this all. We've seen it all before. You come down, you say some things, I say some things, and then we fight. But you're a bit busy tonight." And then Lesnar comes out, everything kicks off, and then we get Baldy comes out and says, "This is a triple threat." And John Cena walks out of SummerSlam, the WWE champion. The summer of Cena is official. Cena becomes the greatest of all time in terms of world title wins. Cena loses the belt a couple of pay-per-views down the line, potentially to Seth Rollins. John Cena retires from WWE.
If it goes that route, I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. I'm not gonna cast
obviously
on that. But
it would not have to go, not necessarily the way I worded it. Like I expect much better.
If that happens, then what they have built for, which could also be a Triple H cut, but what they've built for, I could see a ceremony Monday night for Cena breaking Ric Flair's record, in theory cashing in and winning the title from Cena,
and then or potentially I think that this summer, with his age, with the fact we saw it with The Rock. Obviously, he's still technically sometimes a part of it, but he's pretty much retired. I think Cena wins number 17, and Cena officially retires. And he does a Shawn Michaels. He comes back for the odd pay-per-view promo every now and again, but that in ring is done.
Yeah, it's good in theory. But
that's what you did there.
Yeah, but I don't like it because I think they've already got it figured that at Clash at the Castle it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus either Roman or Brock. I don't think Drew and Cena is that match that they want under old creative or new creative, and they've already got that going. It's not it's not a number one contenders match. It's for the championship. So Drew is going to be in that match. I don't know if it's going to be against Cena. That would be the only issue. And I don't know if it's going to be against Theory. I mean,
there's nothing to say that Roman Reigns doesn't win it back very quick. I mean, I'm very down to have two very short title reigns after SummerSlam.
Right, but you're talking about a title will have to drop on like a Raw or SmackDown in the next 3 weeks?
Yeah,
because
3-4 weeks.
The next pay-per-view is
September
Clash.
September the 3rd.
Yeah, and
that's Saturday night.
And I'm assuming that since it's a UK show, it's probably a UK swing, so like there's gonna be a lot of traveling and stuff like that. They're doing
yes and no. Because it's a Saturday night, and then Monday night is in Kansas City, which I'm actually going to be taking my boys to. I'm excited about that. I am.
Not that. I mean, that's good, but I'm surprised that maybe they're doing prior to it, and that just ends the swing. They can't imagine they just go over there just for a one-off.
Well, I think they're doing a build up the week prior. I think that week or two prior they're over there.
No, I think it's they're doing Raw in America and SmackDown's in Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
So they're going.
Wow. I think.
So they're just doing Friday, Saturday.
I'm going to their schedule now to look up their shows.
Yeah, I think it's Friday, Saturday, and if I'm not mistaken, SmackDown's in Birmingham.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
unless that was just the original proposal. It was meant to be.
So we got SummerSlam tonight, Nashville, Monday night, Houston, then Florida. Okay, hold on, let me go for a little bit. So Clash at the Castle is September 3rd, which is in Wales. Oh yeah, because prior to that, well, they don't have anything listed for that Friday night SmackDown.
It's probably a tape show then in America.
Yeah. Doorman.
Yeah.
I think the Clash of the Castle. I don't think they do Drew McIntyre as big as you think, because it's not in Scotland. Which, if they were doing it for Drew McIntyre, surely they should have done it in Scotland.
True, but and I know I understand that Scotland and England are not the same place.
Well,
But
Wales and England are two completely different places.
wait, isn't this in? I thought this was in London. Isn't the Clash of the Castle in
No,
London?
Clash of the Castle is at the Principality in Cardiff, which is in Wales.
Oh, I
which
honestly thought
is
it was in London. I thought it was
that's
at like
the
Wembley or something.
that's obviously the third country in mainland Great Britain.
Okay.
Then we have Northern Ireland off on a little island somewhere.
All right.
But yeah, it's in Cardiff, so it's not in England or Scotland.
Okay. Well, either way, he still won the match against Sheamus, and he's still going to be the number one contender at Clash of the Castle.
Oh yeah, no, I get that, but you just think if they're gonna push it for Drew McIntyre for a British show, just take him to Scotland. Just take him to Scotland.
Right, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. But
Either way, I don't think Drew wins at Clash. I really don't.
I don't think. Well, the question more was, is it going to be Cena or Theory? And I don't think either one of them is the other headliner of that show. I think it has to be Brock or Roman.
Roman. I agree. I'll jump right into the next one here, actually, since we'll stick on the main event, Roman versus Brock. For my prediction, I've got Roman, and I do believe Theory will try to cash in. But what I hope happens is, out of nowhere, Ziggler super kicks the heck out of him, and I really want a Theory and Ziggler
rivalry
run. Yeah, I want a Theory and Ziggler run, because I think they both could benefit from it greatly. Put Ziggler in some type of story that's a singles run for him again, and get Theory some more time and build up with the case a little bit. I think give him an actual good story, because right now he's just been hopping around. He
got his ass beat by everybody on Monday night.
Everyone. Literally everyone.
But here's the thing. Like, it's funny that it happened, but for an hour he was on TV.
He was.
Like, he was in 4 segments on Monday night.
But you know what I think? But you know what I think with that too? I think that might have been a Triple H thing where, because it really felt like it should have been Theory versus Lashley. It should have been the match, right? Which was eventually what we got. But I think that might have been a Triple H thing, saying, let's see throwing the spaghetti against the wall and see what sticks, right?
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
we have a chance to try something early.
Yeah,
and it doesn't affect the story outcome.
Yeah, but that's my thought. I think Roman retains. Theory tries to cash in. Ziggler hits him with a surprise super kick out of nowhere to stop the cash in.
Do we question, because we spoke about this? I think it was actually in WrestleMania episode we did, where we spoke about just the lack of top guys in WWE at the minute. And obviously with Triple H now being there, I can imagine there's going to be a few people maybe come up from NXT, and stuff like that. But do we think if he gets a push where he actually gets some wins behind him, do we think someone like Ziggler can be put back in that main event picture?
I see title. I love Ziggler. I love Ziggler. I see title. I think is his ceiling.
I mean, I see him as the heavyweight champion, but you can't have Brock or Roman around. Like, Ziggler and AJ, Ziggler and Theory, Ziggler and Miz, like, Ziggler and Finn. You know, but not Ziggler and Brock or Ziggler and Roman. But they're both part-timers now, so maybe you can make runs with people like that.
Like people that I do think we need to separate the belts.
I don't think we need to yet. I don't think we need to as of yet. Let's run it for a year like this, Because
no, because it's not even. We can't run it for a year. We can't do that. We can, because if we've got Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, both part timers. Let's say, but as part timers, they do 50% of the pay per views that are listed. So let's say there's one a month. They're only 6 major events.
I left the oven on. I'll be right back. Holy crap!
Let's wait for Dennis to get back.
All right. Well, while we're waiting on Dennis to burn his house down, Rip the God is here. Welcome in. We are ready also. But here's the thing: what happened to the Seth fight? According to lore, on Monday, Seth curb stomped Riddle into the steps.
Bit too hard.
His neck into the steps. So, according to that, Riddle is out of action. He's not medically cleared. So that's what happened with that. From what I'm reading, is it's kayfabe, so it's not real. It's just storyline based. So that's why I believe there will be a match tonight with Seth Rollins. Obviously, Seth Rollins is in Nashville. He is at the arena. But
who's at the arena?
Seth Rollins.
Do we know if
Yes.
Riddle's there?
Riddle is there, and he will be addressing. He has a segment to address something.
Yeah.
But Seth is there now. He could be there just because of Becky. You know, his wife is in one of the championship matches, so. But
She is, yep.
he is confirmed to be there.
Are we good? Are we doing our Seth predictions right now?
I
Is that
think
what we're doing?
No, we were just sort of filling time while you got back. So I wanted to
I'm sorry.
hear my reasoning behind splitting the belts.
Oh,
'Cause
gotcha.
If we've got Brock and Roman part time doing half the shows and there's a show a month, they're at 6 events a year. We cannot go 6 pay-per-views without either the World Heavyweight or the Universal title being defended. That can't happen. That was always one of the reasons why when Brock was there, they never really got unified. Because Brock came and did 7 shows a year, and that were the big one. He always held, like, so when it was the Universal one on Raw, he held the Universal one. But we had the other major title being defended and on TV a lot. We can't take both of them off TV for half a year. Even if it's not like a constant 6 months. We can't take both major titles for half a year. Because it makes 6 pay-per-views almost worthless in terms of the main event.
So you're saying you don't think they're going to?
No, I'm saying I think they need to.
Okay.
They need to.
Well, that's if the title stays on either one of them.
That's what I mean. But like even my idea of it being John Cena, I don't see Theory cashing in tonight. I don't see Theory cashing in anytime soon. We're going to be without them titles on TV for a good period of a year, without them being split up. I do think a good way to split them up. I can think of a good way to split them up. Obviously, this is the first Money in the Bank contract that's been handed out since they were unified, isn't it?
Right.
You could literally say the contract is valid for 1.
Yeah.
So Theory comes out, cashes in, holds them both up. Triple H comes out and goes, "I'm sorry, kid, but you only get 1."
Yeah. No, I mean, that's not out of the realm. I think the split happens at WrestleMania next year, when Cody comes back, and I think we talked about this at the WrestleMania show, and even after, that he wants the 1 belt. He doesn't want them both. He wants 1. I think that's where that happens. But that's down the line. Let's kind of get into some predictions.
Yep. Did you give us your Roman and Brock prediction yet, Doman?
I did not. We were going to start at the top, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Greenfly started at the top, so I figured we'd go there.
Yeah.
Go right behind.
I mean, I am. Rip the God has Roman winning. I'm going to go with Brock. I think that that
Mm.
standoff at the end of Raw between Brock and Drew is
Means
interesting to
something?
me. I think, but it's also a twofold thing. I think Brock wins tonight, but I also think the Street Profits win tonight. And I think the Bloodline is completely stripped of all of their titles.
What?
I think
I
so.
don't think Triple H's first pay-per-view in charge breaks the bloodline. I don't think that happens.
Well, there's more to it. Like because they're going to open up Raw tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah.
If they lose everything, they're going to open up Raw, and Roman's going to be so mad. Then the Summer of Cena starts. You know, that music hits, and then there's a little bit of a feud there. That's just my prediction. I think Brock wins, but I think Brock wins because I think the Street Profits win. Now, if the
just
Usos
'cause-
win, then I think my
Roman
prediction's
wins.
way out. Yeah, I think my prediction's
Yeah.
way out the door.
They either retain all or lose all. It's
Right.
a win-win, lose-lose situation. I get where you're coming from with that. So, Rip, just because I know you weren't here when I said mine, my prediction for the main event tonight is John Cena wins.
Yeah, who's not even on the card. Okay,
And
fair enough.
if this happens, if this happens, I want 10 gifted subs on Greenfly__98 on Twitch from every single person that has heard me say that. Because there is no reason this should happen.
No
There
one's
is
agreed to
no-
that.
It doesn't matter. There is no reason this should happen. If this happens, this is me. This is me back in putting my money where my mouth is on the Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania all over again, but with a considerably wilder prediction.
Alright, well, here's what we're doing. I'm keeping track right now of all the predictions, so I'm going to write them down.
I did not
So-
keep track of these, so I appreciate that.
I will. Yep. So I said Roman retains. Doman said Brock.
Mhm.
Greenfly said
See-
the man no one can see.
Yeah.
So- So
I'm just gonna say
we're not
if-
even
if
entertaining
John's-
theory. We're not even going to entertain theory.
No, I
Cashing
think
Cashing in on
I
a
think-
last man standing, no holds barred, no disqualifications. Theory just
It's
cashing in.
It's the perfect time to do it. But I think he has so much heat from whether it's Drew. Maybe Drew attacks him instead of Ziggler. But I think he
as
tries.
if to say Drew says, "I don't want
Right.
to fight you.
I
I'm not
think-
fighting you."
Yeah, I think that he tries to cash in, but someone stops him, whether it's a Claymore kick out of nowhere or it's a Ziggler super kick. Or an
attitude.
or
an
an attitude
attitude
adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And then going to Doman. So you believe the Street Profits are going to be the Universal Tag Team Champs now, or Unified Tag Team Champs?
I believe they are, yes.
Okay, I'll put that down for your prediction, Street Profits. I'm actually going with the Usos, and the reason I'm doing that is just because there's been rumors of the push that Montez Ford is going to get a singles push. Now that could be old regime, but I kind of believe that. I think he would be great
I
for
think
singles
that
runs.
sounds more new regime than old regime, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm going Usos, and I believe the Street Profits break up tonight or on Monday on Raw.
Really?
Do they break up amicably, or
No, I think
Do
we
they-
see. I
do they kick the living shit out of each other?
I think we see a Montez Ford versus oh crap, what's his name? What's his partner's
Montez-
name?
Well, what's he called? D'Angelo Dawkins.
Thank you, Dawkins. I think we see Dawkins and Ford actually split up pretty bad, a la Edge and Christian like, a la Matt and Jeff Hardy like, and they have
A la
a
Seth
feud.
Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah,
when,
yeah. So I think we see them for a month or two feud it out and just kind of get better as singles guys.
I mean, they both got the talent. That's why they work so well as a tag team. They both got the ability to go and do it like by themselves for a fight. It's just whether or not they can get the right in for a push. Obviously, with new boys
Yeah.
in town in terms of creative.
And I really hate splitting up a tag team because the WWE is already very
I was going to say
Right.
that too.
a tag
It
team.
is
but-
run sort of paper thin on tag teams in a minute.
Yeah, but as Alpha Academy took that jab Did you guys hear that jab on Monday? It was Monday when they said, "Oh, look at this, AJ and Ziggler, another random tag team thrown together in an already small tag team division." It was a nice little jab. I was like, "Very well done, Gable." But yeah, so Greenfly, you're up. Usos or Street Profits?
So I think the Usos are going to win, but touching on your point of potential Montez Ford solo push, I think if we're going to see a Montez Ford solo push, it's not going to start this month. I think if we're going to see a Montez Ford solo push, the Street Profits win, and they have some really close calls that maybe D'Angelo Dawkins loses some matches, and that's where the eruptions come from. And there's actually a reason to sort of dislike each other, like someone's not carrying the weight and stuff like that, instead of just losing a match when they're sort of all happy and smiley together for a long time. They lose one match and then fight each other. I don't think that's how that's gonna go. But I do think it'll be the Usos.
We have a
Usos.
Uso pick from Rip the God, if we can keep track of his.
Oh,
Because Rip
I'll
the
keep
God
you-
said he went undefeated last time.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He did not, but that's okay.
No, he didn't.
I've got him down for Roman, and I've got him down for Usos. I will keep Rip's picks as well. Absolutely. So, next up, the co-main event: Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go
here?
first.
Okay, good.
I'll go first on that one. I think we go Liv here, and we see Ronda heel turn. So I'm going.
Yeah, I think we've
Liv
already.
to retain.
I think we started to see a little heel turn
Yeah.
in Ronda. Let you join.
Oh.
Let you join. All right. Should we let him join the call?
Come on, Rip. Yeah, let Rip join. It's SummerSlam predictions. Let him in.
All right.
Let's make the biggest party of the summer even bigger. Go on.
There we go.
Yes.
Did anyone else hear Ronda's dig at the fan
Yeah.
on yesterday?
I didn't. Like I said, I've not been well, so I haven't seen it.
So
I haven't seen the last two shows.
A fan told Ronda was in the ring about to cut a promo, and a fan said, "Shut up, Ronda," and she said, "You shut up, and your mama failed you."
Right.
One of the if you're near YouTube and your fingers can get there, look it up right now. It is worth the chuckle, and the reaction she got was perfect. Like, yes, I know we want to go heel turn, but dude, the fans eat that up. I loved it.
So you're saying Liv wins, but
I say Liv wins, and we get a full-on Ronda heel turn tonight.
all right. Just join the guest waiting room, and we'll drag you in. I
Rip
guess,
said Ronda.
Yeah, Rip's got Ronda.
Guys, just 2 seconds.
Okay.
So
I'm watching the video, but I couldn't hear it.
okay. So I'll let him watch the video here.
No,
Yeah.
he's done. I've watched that.
Oh, okay. So
It was great.
I think
great.
You're torn on this, I can tell.
I'm torn because I feel that Ronda is the bigger star, and I still think that they want big stars going to the next pay-per-view. And I don't. And
Clash at the Castle. Yeah.
as Ronda as the champion, it's a bigger star than her as a challenger, as a babyface challenger. I'm gonna go Ronda.
Ronda, okay.
I'm gonna go Ronda, and I think at Clash, then it's a
Do we do
rematch.
Ronda versus returning? I think we do. Well, I'll have predictions for after the show
Right.
because I think Liv wins. Ronda goes full on heel turn, but I also think we get returning Charlotte Flair tonight. If not tonight, then on Monday.
Wait, I said Ronda, right?
You did
Yeah,
say
you
Ronda, yeah. You did say Ronda.
You join the one that says podcast voice channel.
Yeah, no, he joined. I just have to drag him in. He's in the guest waiting room.
Green fly.
Yes.
Ronda or Liv?
Live, and for the exact same reason that Doman gave for Ronda winning tonight. I think Liv Morgan, due to popularity, is a bigger draw going overseas. I think that's what the fact. I think that brings more attention and more hype to that event in England than Ronda Rousey is.
Yep. No, I'm staying with my prediction. I'm going to stay with the prediction because I think Rhea Ripley gets involved tonight. And costs.
Oh, you think
Liv.
so?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
So
Okay.
even if Charlotte does return or come back or whatever, and that's the title she decides she wants to go for, then
we could eventually set up Charlotte versus Rhea again.
well, you could have Rhea versus Liv and Charlotte versus Ronda.
I like that.
So I'm going to stay with Ronda for this one.
Fair enough.
Welcome in, Rip.
Welcome.
Good talk.
Hello.
So let's just do the other women's match. The reigning, defending Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair versus the crazy
the
person,
EST.
Becky Lynch.
Rip, you can go first, man. Welcome to the call. You can go ahead and go first on that prediction.
I agree.
I got Becky winning that shit.
Ooh.
I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Big time bets.
You're going big time backs too?
Big time bets.
Really? Yep. Okay.
She had the title too long.
Who, Bianca?
You think Bianca?
No. I don't think it's that. I just think Becky wins.
Okay.
I think going into a new era of WWE, Becky Lynch is the best person to have the title.
I mean, is this... You say Charlotte goes after Ronda. Does Charlotte go after Bianca?
No. Does Becky win and then Charlotte come out and go after Becky?
I mean, that should be a thing also.
Like, you know what? We haven't seen Charlotte versus Bianca yet, have we?
No.
Because Charlotte always went after Rhea, and then most recently Charlotte and Ronda had the right.
Yes. I don't think we've seen. We haven't seen it for a title. I don't actually think we've seen it in one-on-one.
Basically, what we're doing here is we're doing 1990s WCW. Every match has to have a run-in.
No, I don't think it does.
We can't have a clean match. So far, this person turns on this person or this person.
I don't think it does. I don't think there's a run-in in the tag match. I don't think there's a run-in in Ronda versus Liv. I don't think they're doing in this. I just think Becky wins.
Man,
I think Becky beats her clean as well.
Clean.
Clean.
Well, no shenanigans.
Becky.
Nothing.
I mean, this whole thing for me has been leading up to Clash at the Castle. Becky at Clash at the Castle. I mean, once again, I understand. Apparently, I don't know the difference between London and Wales, but I understand that Ireland is not anywhere over here. So
Ireland
That's
is.
true.
But Ireland isn't part of Great Britain. It's not part of the United Kingdom. However, it is landlocked with Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom.
yeah,
Ireland got independence.
But the dumb Americans that we are, we all think it's all the same.
No, don't ever go. I tell you what, don't ever go to Ireland and say that. You may not go back to America.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you tell me Drew and Becky and Butch and all of them are all from the same area, I'd be like, yeah.
No. They're three very different things.
But in my dumb American opinion,
That's like saying Canadians and Americans are the same thing.
some people believe that. I'm going Bianca on this.
Who believes that?
Going Bianca. Okay. Doman, I'm with you, man. I'm also going Bianca, just because I don't believe it's time for her run to be over yet. I do believe we're going to put the nail in the coffin to the Bianca versus Becky storyline. With this one tonight, I I agree.
Hey,
I
thank you
think
for the
this is
follow,
Bianca,
Gaze Stars. I
even
appreciate
though
that. Welcome
I
to the
know
donuts.
Becky would be a huge draw across the pond. I just don't see Becky. I just don't see Bianca losing tonight. I'm also going Bianca. I'm going Bianca to retain.
Yeah, I don't have a good reason for it, but we'll go with that. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's go with the match that probably starts off WrestleMania, and that is the YouTube sensation.
We are doing predictions very early if we're doing WrestleMania predictions.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about next WrestleMania. Logan Paul will probably fight against Brock. But so, anyways.
Oh, he would get fucking killed.
He'll probably fight against Jake, honestly. Anyways,
right.
So we have Logan Paul versus
Do not bring that.
The Miz.
Not bring that.
Logan Paul versus The Miz. You know what? I'm going Miz.
Sign me up for some Logan.
I'm going. Okay, so hold on. So, Miz. You said you want Logan.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think Miz's completely average sized balls just get it done, and yeah, I got the Miz with probably a little bit of help from Tommaso Ciampa.
I was gonna say, is it gonna be clean, or are we getting people hurt?
No, I don't think.
Not hurt, but are we getting people involved again?
I think Ciampa is a distraction, and that's what Miz hits him with. It's a clean pin. It's not like a surprise roll up. It's not grabbing the ropes. I think Ciampa distracts Logan. Skull crushing finale. 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
Right. I'm gonna go with Miz because Miz actually might get cheered. Honestly,
he really might. Absolutely.
Because
remember he got cheered at Mania when he hit Logan Paul with the skull crushing finale.
Yeah, I mean Logan's supposed to be the baby face in this, kind of, but people just don't like him.
They don't, man.
I think that's changed.
You think so?
No way.
Yeah. I think, genuinely, I don't mean this bad in any way. I think at Mania, a lot of people in that crowd, maybe not the younger ones, they just like seeing the Skull Crushing finale out of nowhere. I think a lot of the adults thought it was like just got him confused with Jake. And don't get me wrong, I would love to see Jake get just like next time Jake Paul boxes, I want to see him get knocked out.
Next Saturday.
That's August 6th.
Madison Square Garden.
I want to see him get knocked out more than anything in the world. However, Logan Paul, I quite like him. He seems like a funny guy. Jake Paul's a twat.
Rip, who you got? Miz or Logan Paul?
Definitely Logan Paul.
Really? You're going Logan too? Okay.
Do we have reasons for that, Rip, or are we just
no reason.
All right, good talk. I like it.
Rip the good pick, Logan Paul reasoning fanboy.
Right,
Shut
exactly. So let's go to the other kind of gimmicky match.
Oh no, you didn't give your choice. You didn't give your pick, Doman. Oh, you said Miz, didn't you?
Yeah, I said Miz. Yep.
Okay, sorry.
So let's go to the other gimmicky match, sort of. That is happy, sad Baron Corbin versus for the brand Pat
McAfee. Dude, Pat McAfee is so much better than I thought he would be in the ring. It's extremely exciting. And he can carry his own very well, but I got Corbin winning this match. I'm sorry. I just don't. Pat had the dub at not the dub, but he had an overall win at WrestleMania.
Oh, he got the win. He beat Theory.
Yeah, he got the win. He beat.
Yeah, he lost to McMahon.
That's right. Lost to McMahon, beat Theory. That's what it was. But I think here, I think it's just one of the heel wins, and Corbin just has his end of days, which has only been kicked out by Drew McIntyre. I go Corbin here. I go Happy Corbin for the win on this one.
Rip, what do you have?
Pat.
Pat
Okay.
McAfee.
Any reasons?
Oh. No.
Good reason.
We
I like it.
we need in-depth analysis here, Rip.
SmackDown last night, he got kicked in the nuts, so he should win.
I like it. I like it.
Fair enough.
You get kicked in the nuts, you win. I'm gonna go with Baron Corbin, and I am a huge Pat McAfee fan. Huge. But I'm also a Colts fan, and I remember Pat's not very well liked in Tennessee. And I don't know if they're going to revisit that at all. But the last time he was in Tennessee, it was when the draft was there, and he basically chastised and made fun of all people in Tennessee. So, if I'm Baron Corbin, I probably play that little snip. Maybe he kind of gets the crowd on his side a little bit. Not that it's a heel turn for Pat, but I think Baron Corbin wins.
Play to the crowd, play to the reaction.
I think he plays to that. Now Pat's way over. Like some people probably don't even know that aren't football fans, or anything like that, or don't have a good memory. But that I remember it, and one I thought it was funny because it was a Colts thing.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm going to go with Baron Corbin as the winner there.
Nice. And Greenfly.
Hmm.
Your choice, Baron Corbin or Pat McAfee?
Give me Baron.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah, this isn't really
Nice.
a whole in-depth thing. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a
Not
hard
much
one
is good.
because
It is. It's tough.
it's a
yeah.
gimmicky one. It's another gimmick.
It is. Yep.
Which sucks. We go to the chat here. Crazy has said, Jesus Christ, Rip is like talking to a chalkboard. Then he says, use your words, Rip, for the love of God. So,
No, he says God. He says
God.
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 That's God. Yep.
God.
So the next matchup, and I don't even know why he's even on the SummerSlam card in the Intercontinental match. I'm sorry, not Intercontinental. Who actually has
US.
the IC belt right now?
Gunther.
Okay. The U.S. champion. Yeah, I don't even know why, but we have Bobby Lashley against Theory. And I don't know why this match even has to be on here, and I don't know why Theory has to be in this match if he's got the golden ticket to the Universal WWE Unified Championship. Why does he have to go after Bobby Lashley?
Think with this one's just a rematch from
It is, but you could have had the rematch
on a SmackDown
Yeah.
Correct, like
or a Raw. Yeah.
And then
You could have had a rematch on a house show.
Right. But to me it's unnecessary because
Feels like a throwaway match.
Well, yeah, because he's going to come out with the briefcase, so that's going to be in your mind the whole time. So I don't know. I think this is a bad match. I think there's zero chance. I guess I'll go first. I think there's zero chance that Austin Theory wins this match. But I think this is a spot where somebody can come back. Not as a run-in, but as a just somebody can come back as a return. So somebody like a John Cena, who had a little bit of an issue with Theory when he had his 20th year. You could have Dolph Ziggler. I think this is the spot. One of those, I don't want to say intervenes in, because if faces don't intervene, but this is a spot where one of them might come back.
But it's so weird because Theory is so hated, a face could intervene, and it would be cheered and applauded.
Yeah, like a face intervening and attacking Theory wouldn't look like a heel turn. It would just be doing what
Yeah.
people want to see.
Yes, John Cena
Honestly-
is the guy from Fortnite. Yes, crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy because it feels like if someone comes and like messes with Theory as a face, it's like doing the Lord's work. They're just doing what's supposed to be done.
Yeah, they're doing us all a favor.
Yeah. Well,
I agree with you. I'm also going Lashley for very similar reasons. I feel this is a throwaway match.
Yeah. Who else would be like Lashley's opponents here? Like, who else is he?
Omos.
Yeah.
Cedric Alexander.
Not that he was
No,
on their
'cause-
side. They're on the
Yeah,
same side.
he
now.
helped them out.
Yeah.
For a new feud, I wouldn't be upset if it was Damian Priest trying to make a run back at U.S. title through Judgment Day, but he's wrapped up in Judgment Day stuff right now. Let's see, that's pretty much, yeah. I mean, I can't think of anyone off the top right now.
Well, just because what if Theory's mouthing off pre-match, and Brock just comes out and just destroys him, and he doesn't make the U.S. Championship match.
AJ Styles.
I mean, AJ. I mean, you could honestly see. Could you see Bobby versus Cena? Like, say
No.
Cena just destroys Theory,
Bobby?
and then takes his spot.
No, I think what would happen for that is if it was the IC title, so that Cena could finally become a Grand Slam champ.
Yeah, I don't think he
Ah.
comes back in the World
Okay.
United States.
If it was IC, I think so. But
Yeah, there's only 2 titles he's fighting for at the minute.
ooh, no, too big.
Oh, you
No,
can.
I'm
You
saying-
can.
I'm saving it for later.
No, no, tell me now.
I'm
You
just
gotta-
giving you.
You gotta
Tell
save
me
your
now.
money.
now.
I'm just giving you a taste. You can dip the mozzarella stick in the marinara and take a little nibble.
I don't want to
That's
dip
about
it in the marinara. I want to coat
Uh,
it in the marinara. And I want to devour that mozzarella stick, Dennis.
If it's what I
Give
think
me-
he's gonna say,
give
it's,
me
probably, it's best saved
Give
for
me the
later.
marinara sauce.
Yes, it is.
'Cause I don't
It
think-
is.
Bray Wyatt's not coming back.
No, I assume he's talking about something that's actually on the WWE
Yeah,
roster.
someone that's on the roster. Yeah, someone's on the roster is who I was
Okay.
talking about. But we're not gonna. Anyhow.
Oh, it's not. No. Seth Rollins isn't going to be involved.
You don't know that.
I
Anyways.
was not gonna say Seth Rollins. But,
Anyways.
Neither here nor there. I got Lashley on this one, man. Again, throwaway match. It's probably one I will snooze through. I'll go potty or clean a room or something like that during that match.
I think it'll be a good
Uh,
match. If it's just those two, I think it'll be a good match. But I don't see the point of having. I don't see the point of having the Money in the Bank briefcase winner having a title going after.
Other than I agree.
Yeah, like I don't see it. So
What's he gonna be? Theory 3 belts?
yeah, it's not like that. He's going to combine all the belts, like
Hey,
all the.
hold on. In case this gets anywhere, WWE, I said that first. Theory 3 belts.
Yep.
Trademark
Patent
pending.
pending. Patent pending, boys. Also, I'm going to also say this, there has been no leaks online about if John Cena comes out and wins these titles after opening the show and being talked to badly by Roman Reigns, I want a job.
Yeah, no, that's fine. What we're gonna have is Cena also to win the women's titles
Hey.
also. So he's gonna win the U.S. title, a women's title, and the unified title,
It's 2022. If he changes how he identifies,
and probably
he
the
can do
tag
it.
team title somehow.
Stuart Braun Strowman didn't win it with a child.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
So where are we at on there?
We need Greenfly and we need Rip's prediction on
Okay.
Theory versus Lashley.
Go on, Rip.
Okay, so I got Bobby because I got a reason this time.
Oh,
Ooh,
It's a
Do tell.
miracle.
Yeah,
you tell.
if Theory wins, he's gonna get to cocky and cash in right away when the last fight happened,
okay.
and then
So
Nice.
Yes, I do. Who's singing that?
Oh, sorry. Hey, kids, turn that down a little bit. Turn the
Oh,
TV down a little bit.
don't turn it down. I want to go build a snowman.
I don't want us to get copyright stricken on Twitch.
True, because he wants his Theory 3 belts.
Theory 3.
Oh, yeah,
That's right.
Pandem. Yeah, feel that.
All right, so I mean, there was a reason there. He doesn't want Theory to be too cocky. And the funny part is, we pick against Austin Theory every single match, and he wins every single time.
Yeah, it's true.
They just push him down your throat, and you just don't want him to win. But
it's like Roman Reigns 2015.
Yeah, like I don't see. Maybe I don't have to see the vision. I don't see the vision of how he wins this, and then he still has the Money in the Bank.
Not with
contract.
this character. He's super uber talented. Definitely uber talented. Got the physique, everything. But I don't like this character. I think is the big problem for me.
Right. All right, so we have
Green Flag.
Do you know who Theory reminds me of? 2 seconds.
You better not go blasphemous here, because I will be so. I will
Not
put
in
on
a
my
bad
Steven
way.
A.
Not
Smith
in a.
voice if
It's
you go
not in a.
blasphemous.
It's not in a bad way. Like who would be blasphemous?
Randy Orton.
No. Oh no, it's not that. I can't think of his name. I've got his name. Right. With like the fact that he's got the look of a great superstar, but it's just ruined by like, oh, look at me, I walk out and take selfies. Oh, look at me, I'm far too cocky and far too egotistical, and I look great. It just reminds me of Tyler Breeze.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that.
Like, he's genuinely very good in the ring. Tyler Breeze was very good in the ring. Especially in that NXT era, he was very good in the ring.
NXT Tyler Breeze was way better than Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, but I don't think that's Tyler Breeze's fault. I mean, when you go from being Tyler Breeze in NXT to being part of Breezango, the fashion police, that's not your fault.
Fair enough. Okay. So you're going with Lashley or Theory?
I'm going with Austin Theory.
And winning the championship?
Yes.
Okay.
For one reason.
We don't
There's
expect
one
it?
reason only. Nope. Austin Theory is not cashing in that Money in the Bank briefcase anytime soon. We have to keep him relevant to a point where he's not on, like he's still somewhere quite good in the card because he's winning matches and not because, oh wait, does anyone remember Austin Theory could come out of nowhere and
Hey, what's up, Fade
But
Wonder?
see,
break everything? And I think the night that he loses the United States Championship, he gets used to having a belt. That's the night he cashes in.
See, I disagree. I don't think you need to put a belt on him because he's not the most irrelevant Money in the Bank winner like Otis was, right? I believe it can and will stay relevant as much as we hate him because I think he will continue to get pushed. And he'll just be having random feuds with guys, maybe even high listers, to help build him through. A la AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, maybe even has a couple feuds with him. I don't know. I think he can carry that briefcase for a while without having a title and still be relevant.
I agree because I think he just keeps coming out with, oh, I can do it now.
Yeah.
But,
basically be the biggest troll
right.
in the history of WWE.
Right.
But I could be wrong. He may win tonight. And I'll have to eat my words when Greenfly is the only one who picked Austin Theory.
It's true. And
Do
the last...
Do you want ketchup with those words, Dennis? Because I can get some shit.
Ooh.
With your steak?
Ketchup. Anyhow, Mysterios versus the Judgment Day. I'm going Judgment Day here, but I do have a return.
I mean, you have to, right?
Judgment Day wins, but we have a returning Edge after the match.
I'd like to take that up a notch.
Please say he has a friend with him, or maybe not a friend but a fiend.
No, I don't think we go that far. You say Edge returns after the match. I say Edge returns before the match. Because after Ray got attacked, what's that, on Friday night? Wait, not Friday night. Monday night.
Monday night,
On Monday night, he got attacked by the Judgment Day, put through the table, everything like that. I think that's the perfect time. Mysterio, Ray mentioned Edge in his speech. If you watched, his...
He did, yeah.
2, I believe in the vignettes that we all think is going to be Edge, Mysterio's mask is in there.
I did see that also, yep.
And Eddie's license plate.
Latino Heat, yep.
I think you haven't heard from him, anything like that. I think this is the perfect time to come back before the match and take Ray's spot, because Ray is unable to perform.
So Edge and Dominic versus the Judgment Day?
Yes, and I don't think there's any shot that Edge loses. So I would go on the Mysterio's side of that.
Interesting. Greenfly, you're up.
I've got the Mysterio opponent.
Mysterios, okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any...
For a similar reason, like very much similar reasons to Doorman, I hadn't considered Edge taking part, but I had him in the corner. I didn't have him taking part, but I do like that as an idea. No, I would not be mad if, pardon me, I would not be mad if Edge came back and partnered Dominic for a night.
I would agree with that. I really like that. I was almost gonna steal your Thunderdome and take it, but I'm still gonna go with my pick, Judgment Day and
it
Edge
could be as simple as Judgment Day takes out Dominic pre-match, in backstage or something like that. Yeah. I'm just saying because it's kind of built in. Ray did get attacked, so maybe he's the one who's out. What's up, Jax?
Jax, why are you in chat? You're meant to be in here.
Jax.
So
this guy. Rip, take us home with the last match prediction. You got the Mysterios or Judgment Day?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, nice. Me and Rip finally agree on one. No, we agree on a couple. Just kidding. Judgment Day. Very nice. Any rhyme or reason?
No reason.
No reason. Perfect.
Okay, I like it.
I have 2 bonuses.
Okay, I'm ready.
First bonus.
Yes.
Seth Rollins is at SummerSlam.
Oh.
His match with Riddle was canceled. I am following Twitter very closely right now on all the WrestleMania hashtags. Rollins
How about
has
SummerSlam?
I'm sorry, SummerSlam. Forgive me. SummerSlam.
Come on, you're not allowed to correct him. You thought we were doing WrestleMania.
Somebody corrected me, so I'm here.
So, with that being said, do we have a Rollins match, yes or no? And if we do, who do you want him to face? I will let Doman go first because he is salivating at the mouth.
I think we make Doman go last.
I think Dennis and I have the same idea on who comes back here.
I have 3.
So do I.
I have 3 picks. I'll go ahead and go first. So I say yes, Rollins has a surprise match a la WrestleMania. And here are the 3 guys that I would like to see him face. One of these 3. The very first one, we start Summer of Cena. Seth Rollins versus John Cena. I would love that. That is a match that would blow the roof off. The reaction would be amazing.
That's not my number 1 though.
That's my number 1. That's my okay. You're right.
That's what you
my
don't
number
think's gonna
3.
happen. You think
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
The
We're still on the
second
same way.
one.
Yep.
The second one that I really like and would be really intrigued: Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. It's a
Ooh.
weird one. It's out of left field, but I would love. Kevin Owens needs to be on TV. I'm sorry. He needs to be on TV. He needs to be on these live events. He is a main eventer. He is a world champion, in my opinion. He's got to have a title. I want to see Rollins versus Owens. It would be an amazing match. My number 1 pick. I hope I don't steal your thunder, though, man.
I'm here for it.
Seth freaking Rollins versus Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling. It's Triple H's regime.
Mm-hmm.
Bring back a Triple H guy. Johnny Wrestling as my uber fan theory right now for the surprise match.
I like it.
And then quick, and I'll let you go. I'm sorry. And then, as Gargano wins, walks back to the ramp to the locker room, him and Ciampa have a stare off in the back, just to tease a couple matches, because that would make Dennis a very happy boy.
All right. I'll go next.
Yes.
If you don't mind. I also had 3. Cena, because like you said, the summer of Cena. I think he should be there. So that would be a good match. Seth Rollins basically just kind of like the Cody Rhodes thing. I don't get another match, and then Cena's music hits.
Right.
So we have that. Johnny Gargano was number 2 on my list because I think that was there, but I think the built-in thing, and I thought this was what you were going to say. I think the built-in is Seth frickin' Rollins versus the Viper.
Is he medically cleared?
I don't think he's not medically cleared. I don't think he's not.
Wait. Hold on.
Because
ooh. Okay. I'm listening.
Because obviously it's built in with hurting Riddle like that. In my opinion, Randy Orton is in the top 2 or 3. He might be number 1 of Mr. SummerSlam.
Agreed.
He has always performed at SummerSlam, and that place will erupt if Riddle's music hits, because Riddle's supposed to have a little thing. You assume at that point then Rollins comes out during that. So then, then Orton's music hits, and that place will erupt.
It would lose its.
So
I would compare that pop to last year's Becky Lynch surprise arrival and John Cena's return to the Rumble after his ACL injury.
Or Edge's return at WrestleMania.
Edge's, yeah,
or,
absolutely.
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble, yep.
Yeah. So that's my prediction is it's Randy Orton. But I
like that prediction.
I like Gargano and I like Cena also.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's so many on the list that I could have went.
I mean, you could go way out there and say Bray Wyatt. Say Bray Wyatt for everything.
Right.
I mean, there's storylines there.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, the built-in storyline there too. I even thought there's a tweet, and it was confirmed by WWE. Undertaker's backstage. I'm not even saying a match, but dong, and then Taker's in the ring and just one choke slam. That's all we would need, right? We wouldn't need a match, correct?
Right.
But on that tweet, I also saw someone reply. It said Undertaker is backstage at WrestleMania, confirmed, and a reply said, "And that's where his ass should stay."
I don't disagree with that either. I mean, the place would blow out. I mean,
it would.
There's no roof on it, but the stadium would blow up. But
it would.
I just don't see it being a thing. I mean, if you have Gargano, I mean, that could be a little feud. If you have Orton, of course, with Riddle, like that's a feud. If you have Cena, like Cena can, feud with anybody.
It's built in, yeah.
Taker is literally just this. He's not gonna wrestle. He's not gonna wrestle again. He's not gonna do WrestleMania.
Nope.
They've already done 25 years of Survivor Series.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
It's literally. It'd be Austin coming out and stunning somebody.
Exactly. 100%. The only other thing that I just thought of, and I apologize, and it could be brought around as starting to plant those seeds even further for what we want to do next WrestleMania. The Rock. The Rock comes out, hits him with a rock bottom, people's elbow, and then we get a weird passing in the back, or Paul Heyman doesn't even let The Rock see Roman. Something like that teased. I know I'm stretching really hard now, but
it stretches because it doesn't make a lot of sense. Because if this was in Miami, if this was in LA,
that's fair.
Yes, it makes sense. But just being in Nashville,
that's fair.
I mean, I don't. To me, it's about a location of that.
Yes, and it'd be convenience too for travel. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, travel is not an issue. It's just certain places get certain pops.
Well, I mean, travel for like where The Rock is close to filming.
Just to sort of fan the flames a little bit. I can confirm that I heard a shout of Randy Orton to face Seth Rollins. Randy Orton is at the stadium.
Really?
Yep. He has been pictured doing like some kick-ups with a proper football that you use with the ones that you use your feet for. Yeah, he's been pictured doing kick-ups. So he is at the stadium.
I mean, that still doesn't tell you much because Undertaker's at the stadium. Cena's probably there. Like, a lot of people go, especially to the Big Four shows.
Yeah, for sure.
And bless their heart, whoever got the picture of him doing that. This is something that WWE. This is Undertaker coming back at WrestleMania. They don't let these things slide very well.
Slip, yeah.
Like you don't even fly into Nashville. Like you fly into Knoxville and drive. Or have somebody drive you. Like I don't like a big return like that. But I mean, it helps that he's there. I mean, that's promising. Greenfly, do you have anything for if Seth Rollins wrestles tonight?
I do.
Ooh, here we go.
I mean, they've all been said. It's nothing new. It was pretty much. Randy was a shout due to Riddle, and I know that he's not been like publicly announced as medically fit, but he's no longer like no one's saying he's no longer medically cleared.
Right.
So that was an option. Johnny Gargano, because that picture that Dennis put in the Discord, really got me excited.
Which one did I put?
It's just a picture of Johnny. Is that a gif of Gargano like opening his jacket?
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That was one. Or my third one, pardon me, was Edge.
I mean, Edge would fit there, but I think with the Judgment Day.
Yeah, that's the reason like Edge was no longer my top one, because you gave me a really like I had similar ideas about Edge being somewhere near the ring for the Mysterios v Judgment Day, but You mentioned him potentially getting involved.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. That
Yeah, like if they would have just done this match like on yesterday, if they would have done it on Friday Night SmackDown, then yeah, maybe Edge comes here. If they did the Judgment Day match, then maybe Edge is the opponent. And maybe Edge isn't even in the equation. Like from what I was reading, was Edge was supposed to be at Madison Square Garden. Him and Beth
I did read.
were
I
supposed
read
to be
that as
there.
well.
And
Yep, I read that also.
they said it was travel.
apparently,
They said it was travel plans, but that was WWE's way of basically they canceled on them. They basically didn't want them there. So I don't know.
so breaking news. The current SummerSlam match running order.
Okay.
It is set to open with Becky v Bianca.
First match?
Yep.
Holy crap.
We then get Logan v Miz, Lashley v Theory, Mysterio v Judgment Day, McAfee, Corbin, Usos, Street Profits, Morgan Rousey, and then Lesnar v Reigns.
I mean,
Interesting.
I don't mind starting with the women's championship match. It splits up the two women's championship matches. I honestly think that's probably gonna be the best match of the night.
It might be.
You know, with Bianca and Becky.
Might be, honestly. Rip,
Sorry, I had to mute. Just had to go die slightly.
Don't die.
you're good. Rip, come back to you real quick. Do you think Seth Rollins gets a match tonight? And if you do, against who?
Oh, I think he does, but Dean Ambrose can't come back, right?
Correct.
No, correct. He's under contract with AEW.
Oh shit. I
What
think
kind of contract is he under? Do we know?
He just re-signed.
Yeah, but is it
I'm sure
is
it's
it
a
an
no-compete.
exclusive?
I'm sure it's a no
Yeah.
compete.
It's a no compete with everyone who doesn't have a forbidden door.
Right.
So pretty much, he's not allowed to go to WWE. That's
Correct.
it.
Correct.
New Japan, Impact, Ring of Honor, house shows,
You can go
Back
everywhere else, just not there.
Bobby and Billy's Barnyard Brawls. Just not WWE.
So Rip, who do you have? If he
Oh,
wrestles.
I got John Cena.
John Cena.
John
okay.
Cena. I like it. That's a good pick, man.
That's a good pick. Now here is the next question. So we have Rip with John Cena. I went with Randy Orton. Dennis went with Gargano, and Greenfly, you went with Orton also.
I want it to be Gargano.
Okay. Does Seth beat any of these people?
No, I don't think he
Seth.
does.
Is that another
Seth.
loss for Seth?
I think
Seth
it is.
beats Edge. Seth doesn't beat Cena because they're not starting the summer of Cena with a loss. Because otherwise, it's pointless doing the summer of Cena.
Right.
Seth maybe beats Orton. Like,
That's a rough
and they
one.
play it off. They play it off as Orton's not 100%, but Seth maybe beats Orton, and that really fuels the fire of. And then after he beats him, he really disrespects him, and that fuels the fire for Riddle a bit more. But
Well, I mean, Dennis.
I mean, Booker T's backstage. Let's just throw Booker T in there as well.
Booker T does
Booker
the
T.
kickoff show.
He does the kickoff.
And the King is going to be there too. And this is in
Yeah, the
this
King-
is in
the King
Tennessee,
is there.
so hey, let's have Jeff Jarrett. By the time he's done refereeing match.
No, that is the worst special guest referee ever. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that just makes no sense.
Yeah.
I'm slightly
it makes
triggered
sense.
at that.
Like, I wish they would have went with more of a backstory on it. I mean, people that just think, oh, Jeff Jarrett, okay, great. But, I mean, that's where he's from. He's from Nashville.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and the gimmick was from Nashville. So it makes a little bit more sense if you understand that. If you're just like, Jeff Jarrett, okay, we're great. I wish they went with that. One person we didn't mention, however. Now, you mentioned KO. That's a good one. AJ Styles is not on the
We did-
card
we-
anywhere.
We mentioned AJ somewhere. Dennis
I brought up
mentioned-
AJ if Theory doesn't make it to the U.S. title match
Right, but I was talking about for Seth Rollins.
for Seth Rollins. It's a
Well,
good choice.
I don't want to see that. I think the options that have been put forward there, I'd much rather see.
Yeah, no, I mean I agree, but
I do. Yeah, I think this is the second now premium live event. No AJ Styles on the card. No Kevin Owens on the card. Guys who are. I'm sorry, these guys should be on a card somewhere.
right.
Yeah, I
You know,
agree.
like Nakamura is not on the card anywhere.
Yeah, this is also why we need Brock and Roman not to have the belts. Because
Yeah, that's
if it's a Theory that has the championship, I mean, whatever, but then that gives you Dolph, that gives you AJ, that gives you KO, that gives
KO,
you
yep.
Bobby Roode. Like,
Yeah,
it gives you The Miz, it gives you Finn. You know, it gives you more people. As long
Tommaso
as
Ciampa. Yeah,
yeah, as long as Brock and Roman are the champions, and I consider them both champions. I mean, who?
how long do you give it until under Triple H's leadership, Tommaso Ciampa's a big champion in WWE?
What do you consider big?
One of the top two when they
you're
one
talking
of the top-
Universal or WWE.
yeah, one of the top two when they split them.
Given his age, you'd have to do it within the next 3 years. Because Ciampa's what, 42, 43?
I shall Google.
I have no idea. But yeah, I don't. I think.
Dennis, if you're saying Tommaso Ciampa has 3 good years left in the ring at 42,
Oh no, he's 37. He's 37.
Tommaso Ciampa has a good 8 years left by that.
I thought he was older than that. I thought he was 42, so that's on me.
Yeah.
But if he's
No,
only
yeah,
37, then no, he's got time. He can.
Yeah, no, I was just going off, like I said, if you were working out 3 years from the age of 42, he's got a good 8 years left by that, not based on that math alone.
Right.
No, I don't see him being in the plans in the next year, at least. I just don't see it.
Sadly, because what a heck of a dude, heck of a talent. My last question for SummerSlam: do we get, other than who we talked about, do we get any more returns?
Yes.
Does anyone return to SummerSlam tonight?
Yes.
Who?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Poor Green Boy says Bray Wyatt every single event.
No, I don't. It's Dennis that says it every event.
Oh,
I normally tell him it's not happening.
so you think it's happening this time?
Well, let me reverse the roles. Greenfly, brother, it's not happening.
You said you can. We said you can roll do reverse rolls, not just do an incredibly disrespectful bad English.
I thought it was pretty good.
Thank you.
It wasn't. Even
I-
for the posh Londoner that it was meant to be, that was terrible.
Yes, very true.
Larry Fitzgerald comes back. I like it.
Larry Fitzgerald. I do not have Bray Wyatt coming back. It is someone else that I've been saying since WrestleMania, though. Bailey.
I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter saying Bailey could come back tonight.
I'm not even saying she has to do anything big. I'm just saying we see Bailey.
I think that's a Monday Night Raw return.
Yeah, I think that's tough.
The dust settles, and that's why I don't know if we see Charlotte tonight.
Can we bring back Bailey face?
No, I don't think so.
Can we bring back Bailey that just wants to hug everybody?
No.
The other one that I have for return tonight, it's actually 2. Sasha and Naomi.
Too early.
New regime.
For what though? There's no.
I think that's a bit early. I think Triple H does that right. I think he brings them back Like,
Oh no,
at the
I
right.
do. Yeah, I do think Triple H fixes that relationship. I
Oh yeah,
100% believe he
I
fixes
think
that
they
relationship.
come back. Like Sasha Banks has always said, she's very happy in the WWE. It was the Vince McMahon stuff that threw out. And obviously, I know I think they have a 90-day no compete. Like after they get out of contract.
I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they have a 90-day no compete when they like end the contract. So that would, I don't think that'd be up yet, or it might be getting close. I don't think it'd be up.
Well, they haven't been officially released. Neither one of them have officially been released from the WWE.
I thought they terminated the contracts.
No,
As
they
in,
did.
not WWE had let them go. I thought they'd gone to WWE and said, "Look, we want to end our contract."
No, I believe they just had a straight walkout. Give me 1 second here, and I will Google it. Did WWE terminate Sasha?
Uh,
They're
no.
they're 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 both currently signed with
Yeah,
WWE.
Sasha Banks is currently signed to SmackDown.
Yep. Yep.
What?
I'm just looking over now. I've gone down the rabbit hole of looking at all these WWE salaries. Roman Reigns.
I go into the bathroom real quick.
Oh, okay.
I will be
Rip.
literally 2 seconds, Dennis.
Oh, okay. Rip. Anyone coming back tonight?
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks. I think so too. I think Sasha Naomi would be good returns. And then Bailey. I love Bailey. She's one of my favorite. And I think she'd be great coming back. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the SummerSlam that could go crazy. Do you think Theory tries to cash in?
I think he will, but I don't think he will win anything.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back as well.
All right, I am back. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but left except me.
Wait, what?
Everyone went to go do stuff, and then just me.
Oh, we left you in charge? Okay, what are we talking about?
Oh,
I'm back.
They would cash in tonight.
Yeah, last thing we were talking about was cash in. I said, I looked it up, and Naomi and Sasha their contracts weren't terminated.
They were not terminated?
Nope, their contracts are not. Nope, they're still currently under WWE contracts.
Gotcha.
What did I miss?
Rip was running the show. Rip ran the
we
show by
left
himself.
Rip in charge.
Well, that could have only gone one way.
Yeah, it went that way.
It went the way you expected.
The podcast no longer exists.
Right. Well, 17 episodes in, we're over.
We kept him away from it for as long as possible.
True. I'm watching the pre-show. They just did an interview with Theory.
With who?
Austin Theory.
Oh, I thought you said Siri.
Yes, Siri.
Love Siri. I thought you said Siri, to be fair.
While we do that, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and type in the predictions in the chat so we all can see who chose what. Let me go ahead and exit out of this page. And then we will shut that bad boy down. Shut down.
I'm kind of wondering, like, what some of the TNA guys are doing. Like, I know the Good Brothers are down there. in TNA. I wonder if there's a open line of communication, maybe for them to come back.
I'd be good with that. I would love that.
I mean, something to add a little bit to the tag team division. Jax is eating cookies right now. We need to know what kind of cookies those are.
Cookie. Yep, we need to know the cookies.
Just kind of looking real quick to see if there's anything that's popping up on the old Twitter machine. Anything last minute. But yeah, I mean, iced oatmeal cookies. All right. I'm excited for SummerSlam, but I don't think as excited as thinking that we're going to go back to the Triple H era or usher in the Triple H era.
Not immediately. Not immediately.
Right. But I'm excited that we're going the right way. What's the New York Post saying here? Wait, is this? That's not. That can't be.
No, probably not.
I just saw Bray Wyatt is at Nissan Stadium.
Ooh.
It's
good. It's happening. The only way I can see Bray Wyatt coming back, though, is a team with Edge to be in like an anti-Judgment Day team. But does Edge need that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
either one of them needs that.
Right. That's kind of my thought with it too. And really, two former champions to destroy Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Not belittling Damian Priest or Finn Balor, but it feels like overkill, right?
Yeah,
or
it does.
Does it boost Finn Balor's stock? That's what it takes, and Damian Priest as well.
Yeah, I mean, it could. I think it's a waste. And I think that is old school, Teddy Long. Hey, let's put 15 superstars together and, wait, is that? Yeah, it is. Okay.
What's that? Who is it?
Well, I'm watching the kickoff show, and obviously they have a Cena skin in Fortnite now.
Yep.
Fortnite also owns Fall Guys. Epic runs Fall Guys, and they have an Undertaker, Asuka, and Xavier Woods skin in Fall Guys. But I just saw something. They also Epic also runs Rocket League, and I just saw a skin for a car. It looked like it was the Cena skin, and it looked like it was the Roman Reigns skin for a car. So definitely
Nice.
gonna have to do
Hey,
that.
Greenfly, real quick. Who did you pick to go against Seth Rollins? Was it Edge?
No, Gargano.
Oh, you picked Gargano. You copied me.
Yeah, you got me excited by putting a fucking gif of Gargano in the chat.
I did.
Way to go. So any last predictions? I think we're getting ready to wrap down here. About 20 minutes to the start here.
Oh, I did say that I would love to see Naomi, Sasha, and Bailey return. That would not. Let's see predictions. So let me ask you this, because it feels like it's been hinted, but not really. Could we see a Paul Heyman turn on Roman Reigns to join Theory? Because that's semi been hinted over the last couple episodes of Raw and SmackDown. Am I right?
It has been. And Paul Heyman is a weasel, so like he could align himself with the new person. I don't know how, but
I just put our predictions in Wrestling Talk.
okay.
Dennis, Doman, Greenfly, Rip. So we've got it there. I will keep track throughout the night to see who has the most wins, most correct predictions, and the most incorrect predictions. So have we decided what tattoo the loser gets for the least amount of predictions?
We do.
What?
We do. We have decided.
Okay, and which one was it?
They
Was
have
it
to get.
was it Snoopy or was it the Furby out of the butthole?
You see, I thought we'd agreed that they had to get the acts of like the person who wins choice. So, for example, when Rick comes last and I win, I can tell Rip it has to get at Greenfly 98 tattooed on him.
Oh, yep.
I like
thought-
it.
All right, yeah. So I mean, by Rip joining us, he agreed to that. So
Absolutely, he did.
right,
I mean, he didn't just join us; he asked to be involved.
that is
He
true.
did. He asked
That
for
was-
permission. He
That was him
very.
asking
All the
to
way.
join the ways of the Still Talking podcast.
So yeah, I mean, absolutely. So yeah, when Rip loses, I think he gets the tattoo of all of us.
You know what? I
Um,
think that whoever wins, we all mutually agree. The loser must get our handle tattooed on them, aka Rip.
Right. Yeah,
So
just Rip.
perfect.
Right.
Just Rip. Just
yeah,
Rip.
just Rip. All right. So
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think we should end it there. Greenfly, if you'd like to send us out, or Dennis, or Rip. I mean, you've been pretty talkative. Would you like to send us out?
Sorry. You telling me Rip had been talkative genuinely made
Made
me
you-
funny.
Made you chuckle.
Yeah.
Well, I'll wrap us out, man. Listen, first and foremost, thank you everybody who listened to our podcast, our prediction shows, our shenanigans, and our also those of us who did not talk that much. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Till then, I'm Dennis. These are my partners in crime, Doughman, Greenfly, and our special guest, Rip the God today. Thank you for joining us. Happy
It was-
SummerSlam.
He was a good new Jax. He was a good new Jax.
He was adequate. He was adequate.
He was a good new Jax.
That's a wrap. And in 2 weeks,
My God, are you still
we'll still be
talking?
talking.
We
See you
will.
then.
My God, are you
Yeah.
still talking?